We're going to talk about 3 really quick ways you can totally make over your attitude and change your life by changing your day, changing your vibe. So let's get started. My name is Angie Atkinson, and on this channel I offer free daily video coaching to help you discover, understand, and overcome narcissistic abuse in toxic relationships. I like to call it toxic relationship rehab. If that sounds good to you, hit that subscribe button and we'll just get going.
Shoot for the moon, and if you miss, you will still be among the stars.
So here we go.
3 simple tips to change your attitude. A bad attitude goes far beyond simply being a little grumpy or a tad cranky. Anybody can get cantankerous or pouty due to a rotten day or a tough situation. The problem arises when you allow the negativity to build up so much that it becomes a pervasive part of your life. A poor view on life is like a cloud, one you can't get out from under. It's always there, and it affects everything you do. Like that cloud, a bad attitude sabotages your attempts at self-growth. The good news is that you have the power to change your thinking. Follow these 3 simple tricks to change your attitude completely. Start by picturing a better life. Sure, it's nice to fantasize about wonderful experiences you could have if you were rich or famous. However, dreaming alone is not going to move you forward in this life. It is possible to use those fantasies to propel you toward the types of actions needed to overcome your poor attitude. Think of the areas in your life where you could improve if your perspective were to change. Instead of focusing on all that's wrong with your crummy job, for example, envision how much better it would be if you were to concentrate on the positive aspects of it. If you can't think of anything good about your job, you could look at some realistic alternatives to your current position or ways to make it at least more bearable. Visualizing an improved situation can provide the motivation needed to generate new ideas. Now, you can also avoid becoming a victim. The victim mentality is so easy to fall into. It's a dangerous trap because it allows you to think there is nothing you can do about your current circumstances. This isn't to say that some life situations can simply be overcome through positive thinking. However, even under incredibly stressful times, you can begin with at least one small portion of your life that you can control and then move on from there. By seeing yourself as in control and then accomplishing even the smallest act toward change, you can really begin to shift your mindset and make things incrementally better. Each small change adds up to a significantly different experience. Use positive words. Our words influence how we feel. We all know someone who constantly speaks negatively, complains, and refuses to ever look on the bright side. Hopefully, your attitude has not fallen quite that far. Even if it has, though, you can turn things around by changing your vocabulary. Substitute a phrase like, "I'm able to do at least part of this chore now, and I can finish it at a more convenient time," for a former go-to statement like, "Oh, I'll never get this done." Proactive language leads to forward action. You're going to feel more confident that change is possible when you begin to choose your words more wisely. These are 3 simple tricks that you can use to change your attitude that require just a little bit more than some slight adjustments. And while it's going to take some time to make these adjustments stick, you will soon see the improvements that are possible with just a few tweaks. I'd like you to stop whatever you're doing for just a moment and listen carefully. The fact is that you will not get more than you expect. Hold on. Let me say it one more time. I want you to really get what I'm saying before we go on. You only get what you expect. You simply cannot achieve more than you believe that you can. It's really not that complicated. Like Mary Kay Ash once said, if you think you can, you can. And if you think you can't, you're right. Listen carefully, my friends. Do not put limits on your desires. You can have, do, or be whatever you want, if you believe that you can. You don't have to know exactly how you're going to get there either. That's one of the really cool things about this whole deal. Put your desires out to the universe and then believe that you're manifesting them. Because you are. You are what you think. Placing limits on your thoughts or attempting to limit the aspirations of others will only attract more limits into your life. Instead, open your mind and recognize that the world is abundant. You can achieve whatever you believe that you can. Do you think I'm full of it? Well, think of Andrew Carnegie. He was the child of poor immigrants, and he believed that he could achieve his dreams. And then he went on to become the second richest man in history. So how did he do that? Well, he simply believed that he could, and he decided what he wanted. He took the necessary inspired action, and his true divine desires manifested exactly as he expected. I am no longer cursed by poverty because I took possession of my own mind, and that mind has yielded me every material thing I want and much more than I need, Carnegie once said. But this power of mind is a universal one, available to the humblest person as it is to the greatest. In case I haven't made myself clear, do not believe anyone who tells you that you need to put limits on your goals and your desires. You are the only keeper of your own destiny, and you decide what you believe you can accomplish. Refuse to accept anything less than your true divine desires. Are you still not convinced? Then I want to ask you to remember what Buddha once said. All that we are is the result of all that we have thought. Think big, my friends. Believe that your greatest desires will manifest, because the truth is that we really do get what we expect. You need a further nudge? Well, consider what famed American writer and mythologist Joseph Campbell said. Follow your bliss, and doors will open for you that you never knew existed. Follow your bliss, and the universe will open doors for you where there were only walls. Alright, this brings me to the question of the day. What do you think? Will you refuse to accept limits on your potential? Share your thoughts and your ideas in the comment section below, and let's talk about it.
Alright, that's all I've got for you right now. As always, thank you so much for being a part of my day and a part of my life, and hey, thanks for letting me be a part of yours. It really does mean a lot to me. I'll see you soon.